You don't just hate photos. You hate being paused in them. Everyone else seems to move so easily in front of a camera. They tilt their head, find the light, laugh into the lens like it's a friend. You feel your whole body tense the moment someone says, "Let's take a picture." Cut to you at a gathering, friends lifting their phones, pulling each other close. You instinctively step slightly back, half behind someone, or volunteer to be the one taking the photo. You joke, "I'm better behind the camera," like it's a preference and not a shield. Your profiles tell the story. Landscapes, coffee cups, sunsets, pets, quotes, maybe a blurry silhouette from far away. Your face is mostly absent, or carefully controlled, one picture from years ago that you tolerate, but don't really like. You tell people, "I'm just not photogenic," or "I don't like how I look in photos," as if that explains everything. Underneath, it's more complicated. You don't trust the version of you that appears when the lens freezes the moment. You know too well how harsh your own eyes can be. The angle, the skin, the posture, the way your smile looks somehow wrong, like you're pretending to be a person who belongs there. When someone tags you without warning, your body reacts before your mind does. A spike of heat, a twist in your stomach, fingers opening the app with a mix of dread and urgency. You zoom in, analyze, judge. You might untag. You might delete. You definitely store away fresh evidence against yourself. Social media is a stage, and you've learned to survive by staying close to the curtains. It's not that you want to disappear completely. You still want to feel included, present, part of things. You just don't want your face turned into an object, something that can be captured, shared, commented on, or quietly compared. So you exist around the edges. In group photos where you can blend in. In stories where you're only a voice off screen. In memories that live in other people's phones but rarely on your own page. You say it doesn't matter. You say you're just private. But sometimes, late at night, scrolling past images of people who dare to exist openly, a quiet question flickers through the shame and avoidance. What would it mean to let yourself be seen, not as an image to be judged, but as proof that you were actually here? You weren't born flinching away from the camera. That instinct was taught. Maybe you remember school picture day. The harsh lights, the unfamiliar backdrop, the photographer rushing. Chin up. Smile. No, not like that. You sit there, trying to arrange your face into something acceptable, feeling every second of being watched. When the photos come back, adults don't see a child in a strange situation. They see flaws to adjust. Why are you making that face? You should have done something with your hair. Next year, try to smile properly. Cut to younger you holding the glossy print in your hands, staring at an image that doesn't feel like you, and hearing, in all those comments, a translation. The way you show up isn't quite right. Or maybe it wasn't about appearance directly. Maybe you were the quiet one in a loud family, the background child next to a brighter sibling, the one who rarely got the camera turned fully your way. Your body was there in group shots, but the emotional spotlight rarely landed on you. You learned two things at once. Being seen doesn't guarantee being understood. And sometimes being overlooked hurts less than being scrutinized. Your nervous system developed its own kind of attachment style with visibility. When attention felt critical, conditional, or hollow, your body wired a simple rule. It's safer not to step fully into the frame. Later, as social media grew into a constant mirror, that rule deepened. Here, faces are content. Images are currency. Smiles are signals. People post and are measured, likes, comments, silence. You watch others put their faces out there again and again. Part of you admires them, part of you can't imagine surviving that level of exposure. Cut to you hovering over the Change Profile Picture button, a new photo selected, thumb hesitating before Save. In those seconds, it's not just an image you're uploading. It's every old memory of being judged, ignored, compared, misunderstood. So you back out. Choose a landscape instead. Tell yourself it's not important. Underneath, your self-image feels like thin glass. A photo isn't just a photo, it's a potential crack. If you don't appear, you can't be examined. If you stay hidden, you can't be rejected for how you look when you're not performing your safest version of yourself. What looks like privacy from the outside is often, on the inside, a quiet act of self-protection. If my face isn't up for display, then at least one part of me is safe from the world's gaze. And yet, there's a cost to staying offstage all the time. Not just socially, but inside you. One day, someone shows you a group photo on their phone. Everyone's laughing, slightly blurred, mid-movement, a real moment. You're in the corner of the frame, half turned away, or maybe not there at all because you were the one taking the picture. For a second, something aches. You were there. You remember the sound of that laugh, the warmth of that room. But in the visual record, your existence is faint, almost optional. You scroll through your own gallery later. Screenshots, scenery, objects lined up in neat, shareable squares. Your face appears rarely, if ever. It feels safer that way, and also strangely lonely, as if you've curated a life where you never quite arrive. This is where something subtle begins to shift. Not in a grand decision to love yourself or start posting selfies every day. Just in the quiet realization. Avoiding the camera has protected you. It has also slowly erased you. One evening, you catch your reflection by accident, in a dark window, in a bathroom mirror, in your front-facing camera when it flips on unexpectedly. Your first impulse is the same: flinch, criticize, look away. But maybe this time you pause an extra second. You notice details you usually skip past in the rush to condemn. The tired softness around your eyes. The way your mouth holds both history and restraint. The fact that this face has carried you through every single moment you remember. No affirmations. No forced, I love myself. Just a small, honest thought. This is the person who lived all of that. Maybe they don't deserve my hatred as much as I thought. You still might not post. You still might untag, crop, hide. But each time you catch your own image and stay with it a heartbeat longer, you're quietly changing the relationship, from enemy to witness. And one day, without fanfare, a friend might take a candid photo, you mid-laugh, not posing, not prepared. They send it to you, expecting the usual rejection. You look at it, feel the familiar stab of discomfort, and then something gentler layered underneath. That's not how I think I look. But it is how I looked, in a moment when I was actually alive. Maybe you still don't upload it. Maybe it lives quietly in your gallery, a secret between you and yourself. Even that is a kind of revolution. Allowing proof that you were here to exist. Even if the whole world doesn't get to see it. Because beneath every refusal to be photographed, there's a hidden longing. Not just to be seen, but to be seen without being torn apart. And slowly, as you offer your own gaze a little more softness, the camera stops feeling like a weapon aimed at your flaws, and starts to become something else entirely. A witness that, one day, you might let into your life. Not to prove your worth to anyone, but simply to remember that you did not spend your whole time on Earth hiding in the background of your own story.